Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what is the best way for you to use your energy this weekend. So, me personally, I feel called to do the bare minimum, which is actually not like me at all. I am usually someone with a rocket up my ass. I'm always on the go, always motivated, doing something. I actually really struggle to sit down and relax. But for some reason this weekend, I have nothing in me. I have zero motivation whatsoever. I've actually spent more time laying in bed doing nothing. But then, really instead of judging it, it actually caused me to think and made me think maybe this is the exact energy the collective needs a message on. So, we have for the animal oracle card the penguin, and it says the period of darkness. Hello, the period of darkness. What are you doing down there? That you've been experiencing is now passing. And then for the tarot, we've got the Nine of Swords, the Fool. Hello, what are you going to come lie down? No, the Nine of Swords, the Fool, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Right, no distractions, please, Nala. So, what's interesting is that when I first looked at the penguin card, the word battling, immediately came to my mind. Then I started to shuffle the tarot, and the first card that came out was the Nine of Swords. I don't feel there's that's not a coincidence, okay? This tells me very clearly that many of you have been in some kind of mental battle. I don't know. You've gone through this experience, this cycle recently, and you could have been losing a lot of sleep, overthinking, worrying, replaying things in your mind. It has been exhausting, and it has generally been very challenging for you. This has not been light energy in any way. This has been heavy, overwhelming, and draining, okay? And what I want to say is that this feels personal, not external, if that makes sense. This isn't about, I don't feel like it's really been about other people, they've been doing things or anything like that. It's more about something you've been processing internally, is what I feel. Yeah. With the penguin, that confirms that yes, you have generally been in a dark period, but it also confirms that this phase is ending, okay? And what I really love here is the combination of the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords, because, the King of Swords upright is mentally strong, clear, disciplined, and very, very hard to break, okay? This is a very strong energy. This tells me that whatever you've actually been facing as well, you've actually handled it far better than you realise. You've been pushed mentally, but you didn't collapse. You've learned from this, okay? And I feel that with the penguin spirit being here, this experience has actually, and the Fool, to be honest as well, has shaped you. It's influenced your mindset, your character, and the way you now see situations. So whatever you've actually gone through, you really haven't gone through this for nothing, okay? It may be been a bit confusing for you. You can kind of like, what the bloody hell's going on? But it's to strengthen your spirit, my darling. With the Fool here, it does feel like you've completed a cycle. The way I feel with this is like you've taken a leap, you've gone through something uncomfortable, you've gathered the lessons, the wisdom, the understanding, and now you're ready to begin again. But from a much more conscious place. And yes, 100% it was difficult and it was challenging. And again, honestly, it feels like no one truly understands how hard this was for you. And it's very much like the hermit energy I get from this. You carry this quietly, you dealt with it internally, and others may not see the strength it's actually took from you, but spirit sees it, my darling, okay? So this period, again, that you've been in has really contributed massively to your spiritual growth, whether you fully understand it or aware of it, my darling. Now, I do want to say this does not mean you'll never face a similar challenge again, with it being like the end of what you've gone through the cycle, and then I'm saying to you, like, you finish this challenge, you're not going to have to go through this one again. Doesn't mean you're never going to face a challenge again. Of course you will, but the difference is, because of what you've already been through, it will never affect you in the same way again, if that makes sense. You now have this clarity, this courage, this insight, and this mental strength to handle things differently. The King of Swords tells me that going forward, you'll know how to approach situations, how to communicate, and when to step back, okay? So your guidance for this weekend is very clear with the Four of Pentacles and the Fool. There is something you've been asked to release, okay? 1 minute, that's not straight. Yeah, so there's something that you're being asked to release. Let go of unnecessary worry, easy for me to say. Let go of mental tightness. Let go of holding everything so close to your chest, my darling, okay? Do what you can to feel lighter. Get some fresh air, spend time in nature, ground yourself back into your body. And I love the Fool. Out of all the 78 cards, the Fool is my favourite card. I love the Fool. The Fool is someone who's confident in who they are, okay? So, I don't know why, but wear the clothes you want to wear. You've gone through this battle that has been, has been a hard level for you, okay? So with the Fool being here, it's kind of like the image I'm getting is like, let's say you bought this item of clothing, but you've never wore it because of your confidence levels. My darling, because of what you've gone through now, you wear that item of clothing because you've faced a very challenging battle and you've overcome it, okay? So you should have this lot more confidence and belief in yourself. So yeah, I don't know why, but wear the clothes that you want to wear. Do the things that you've been putting off because of confidence, okay, is what I'm really trying to say. Show up as yourself again. You fought battles and you have won them, my darling. So this weekend isn't about forcing really productive. What? That doesn't make sense in my head. This weekend isn't about forcing productivity. There you go, productivity. It's about trusting yourself, giving your mind space to breathe, and allowing clarity to return naturally, okay? So I feel that this energy is actually inviting you to slow down, release what's been weighing on you, and gently step back into that lightness energy. My darling, that darkness you've been in is passing, and you're going to start feeling very clearer now, okay? So take things one step at a time and be kind to yourself. Well done. Bye-bye.